Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we are going to go through, which is super exciting. I've had my first significantly larger order, which I really think that's not large compared to a lot of other people, but it's large for me, first large order. So I had a person order 2 booster boxes and 2 booster bundles, which is pretty significant for me. So I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process of how I have been packaging orders. And hopefully maybe you can learn something. So I have, typically when I have an order, it's mostly on TCG Player. The person, it seems like a lot of people maybe they have a rough week at work or something like that, and they want to order some Pokemon cards. It seems like most of my orders come in on Fridays. So I got an order last night, 2 nights ago. Today is Sunday. And so I'm just packaging that order up on TCG Player, printing off the packaging slip and the label, and I'm going to show you some steps that I take with packaging orders. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have this box here I got from Sam's Club. My wife has a business and she orders a lot of stuff online. She's not a huge fan of shopping, so going out to shop. So she orders a lot of stuff online, so we have a lot of boxes. So I just went through all my spare boxes and found a box that fit. So I have 4 products here that I'm going to be putting in this box. So I have a Mega Evolution booster box, a Phantasmal Flames booster box. You have a Surging Sparks booster bundle, and then a Journey Together booster bundle. In my previous video, I went to Uline and bought some boxes. I was thinking maybe someone would just order a single booster box. So I got one that would fit this perfectly with a little bit of room for packaging, and was not expecting someone to buy 2 booster boxes. So I had to find a box that was available for me to use. So this is a box from Sam's Club, and I got some of those individual bubble pieces. So I threw that in the bottom, threw these on top here, just packaging them somewhat decent. These guys in here. And then I've got some spare crinkle packaging paper that I'm going to put around the top here. So you can see they're kind of laid in there. I'm going to straighten them up a little bit with some of the paper that I'm going to put in for support so they don't get damaged during shipping. Because you never know what's going to happen through the post office or UPS or whatever you ship through. So I'll go ahead and throw this in here. I got a lot of it, so I'll just put it up here. And during this process, when I was trying to figure out, I have 2 Surging Sparks booster bundles that I could ship, 2 of the different sizes. I don't know why they put it in a different a different package. Like the Surging Sparks booster bundle, like you have here, is a smaller package, but the ones you buy at Best Buy and stuff like that, they're a larger package, which I don't know why they did that. It must be some sort of marketing or something like that. Maybe I'll figure it out at one point. So I'm just putting those in here, smashing that paper around here, not smashing it so much that it ruins the boxes, but enough to support it so when if it gets jostled during shipping, I don't have any concerns with them getting damaged. So I've got a lot of this packaging paper, which I think is pretty decent. We'll see how it ships with it. I don't think the type of paper is really going to damage any of the boxes. Just throwing it alongside here. I think that's pretty good. All right, might be low. Let's see. That should be pretty good to ship here. Hopefully it doesn't matter that it says Sam's Club all over the package. But I do have, I did take off all the labels that have my address, wherever this box was shipped to, so it doesn't get it confusing. There are some minor barcodes on here. I don't think it would be that big of a problem. But, so this is all packaged up, ready to go. And then I'll come to TCG Player and go to my seller account, go to my orders, and I'll go to the person that ordered that, click on their order number, And then I will type that into Pirate Ship, which Pirate Ship is what I used. Brian, that I've been watching his videos, he uses Shippo. And I've had some experience with Pirate Ship, and I think it works decently. Maybe if I get more particular about what I use to ship, it might be I might change. But yeah, so I'll come to my shipping screen here, and I'll go to Pirate Ship. And again, I'm using my laptop from the 90s. It's not really the 90s, but it is the slowest thing on earth. And I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that I'm using just all of the equipment that I have available as of right now. I'm not buying anything new, trying to keep costs really low. And I'm just buying basic supplies like bubble mailers, and then for single cards, I use this. It's not really cost effective because you can just use cardboard, but I have this Ding Defend card support. You can just use cardboard. I think when I bought these, I wasn't really thinking very cost effective. So these are probably a little bit more, if you're trying to keep costs low, a little bit more than what you want to spend. So let's go to pirateship.com. And this software is super simple. You just log in with your account, and then you can get your rates based on the size and the weight of your package, and you need to measure it, which now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have something to measure the box, so I'll have to get that. So I have another package outside of this large booster box order. I do have a single card that someone bought off of TCG Player, so I'll be packaging that as well. So for the shipping label information, you're just filling out basic ship to information, which I'm going to grab that from TCG Player. Okay, once I have it in there, I'll go to type a package, which is going to be a box. And I'm going to go get a tape measure. All right, so let's measure the box. So we got 13 1/4. 6.5. Alright, I do have a scale here, so I'll go ahead and weigh that. So we're looking about 5 pounds. This box out of the way. See what the insurance looks like. It's a $550 order, and I'm also going to add a signature confirmation just to make sure it gets there. So it looks like we're looking at $20 for shipping. The signature confirmation is $6. Shipping ground is $7, and then insurance is $6. And since I'm trying to keep costs really low, I think $6 for insurance is pretty reasonable, just in case something happens and something happens to the package, it gets damaged or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the label. So it's $500 order, $20 for shipping. Obviously I can keep that shipping low if I remove the signature confirmation, which TCG Player recommends that you do have a signature confirmation, anything over $250. So I will do that as well. UPS ground seems like it's the best option. I could switch to USPS for $3.16. I'm gonna just go ahead with UPS. Ship date is 1/19 and doesn't have expectation date. Oh, Thursday by 1/22. So today's the 17th or 18th. I'm gonna ship it tomorrow, the 19th, and it should get there. We're shipping to Idaho, so it should get there by the 22nd, which seems pretty reasonable. The next step is to get a card into this bubble mailer and do the same process that I just did with Pirate Ship. So I have a sealed case here. I have some slabs and stuff like that I keep it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that card out here. Looks like we're pretty good with the top loader. If I have the card in the top loader and the top loader looks pretty beat up, I'll replace it with a new one. I think I did this the other night. I put this in a new sleeve as well, so the sleeve looks pretty good. Top loader. And then for people, just as a thank you, for people that I'm shipping cards to, anything over like $5, I'm throwing another card in there. I have a bunch of extra cards like EXs and stuff like that. So I'll throw another card in there just for the sake of saying thank you. And so I didn't show you this, but this is the Charizard V from the Charizard UPC from Sword and Shield. Super cool card. I'm also throwing in this Japanese Ambipom from the Inferno X set. From my experience with selling in the past, anything extra in shipping or product that people buy, they really appreciate, and it goes a long way for saying thank you, for one, and also that they enjoy just having extra stuff. People love free stuff. So I do that as a thank you. So, first card I ever shipped, I didn't ship it in a team bag. Nothing happened to it, but I think it's important to make sure that if for some reason it gets dropped in water or something like that, you don't end up ruining the cards, water and getting in there. It's not really likely to happen, but always take those precautions just to make sure that your cards get there safely and people are happy with that. You can find all of this information on how to package cards on TCG Player shipping information. Okay, before I close up the bag, I'll put the packing slip, and I forgot to mention that, I'll put the packing slip into the container that the cards or the boxes are being shipped in, just so they have information on their order number and all that kind of stuff. For some reason, if they can't find it, it'd be super helpful. So I've got these two packages set up, ready to go. I'm gonna set up that other shipping here in a second. Let's get back here and create another one. So same process I'm gonna do with this one. So there's a little note on the order screen saying that anything over $20 you want to ship with tracking, which I do give them tracking. And I'm pretty sure Pirate Ship supplies that for free, which is kind of nice. So you're at 4.5 by 7.5. And the height is like 1/4 of an inch or something. Yeah, it's about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, let's go ahead and weigh that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be around 2 ounces. All right, we're looking at 507 for shipping. All right, so I got my shipping labels here and my packing slips. So I got to make sure I put the right one in the right box. So this goes here. And this one goes there. So I'll go ahead and cut these out and tape them to the package. So maybe at one point I will get a label printer. It doesn't take me too long to cut these out and to print them on my printer. Just a standard home printer that I use for printing those out. I have some cards from the set that they ordered. So I'm grabbing a Mega Latias, and then I'm gonna grab him. I say him because I know their first name. I'm pretty sure it's not a she. A Mega Manectric. Those are two pretty cool EXs. I'm a big fan of the Mega set with the EXs, the texture on it, where it shines, where it doesn't shine. It's pretty cool. So I'll do that same process, grab some top loaders here. There's that. Grab a team bag. Anything more than 2 top loaders, I don't think I'll be able to fit. So maybe get some bigger ones in the future. Close that up. Include that there. Actually, we'll do the card Ding Defend card saver here. Scotch tape is what I want to use. And these EXs are, I don't know, like 30, 50 cents. Not that big of a deal for someone that orders $500 in product. Seal that up. And then I was recommended by someone that I know personally to give it a little bit extra tape here, because the tape on the bubble mailer, or the sticky adhesive on the bubble mailer to close it shut, is not always the greatest. So just to keep it nice and secure here, I'll tape this guy on there. It's pretty well packaged there. Don't have to worry about hopefully it moving around. So there's a little bit left, a little bit of barcode left from the shipping label that it came originally to me in. So I'm gonna put the label over that. All right. So I've got these two shipping packages here, and I'm going to end it there. Thanks for joining me on this learning experience. Every day I'm learning for this. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.